solids. Earlier we used to say it's weaning, now we don't, the terminology has changed. We are introducing complementary food. It's for complementary feeding. You are complementing the milk. Okay. Then after that, we will discuss Monika, our nutritionist. She would really help you out with how to plan. As some of the moms here said, okay, so quality of food at different ages, the requirements will differ at different ages, late infancy, toddler, school-going child, adolescent. So she would guide you, do's, do nots, how to go about it. And here we have Rashi and Pallavi. Okay, so they've really worked on giving good nutrition to their kids in a way which the kids liked. So they had challenges initially, but now, the kids happily have their meal and enjoy their meal. That should be the aim. Should enjoy your food, right? And have good food. So here they are going to guide you. And when it comes to this, especially anything, but especially when it comes to food, you can't have a fixed one rule. Okay. We have different cultures, different food habits, so we have to incorporate these principles into the regular foods we have. We don't have to go for fancy food for it. Okay, so that's how the session is going to go, and I think it should be a very interactive session, and I don't have to say it is going to be. Okay, so I'll just let Monika start off. Before that, we have certain principles for introducing solids. This is especially for the benefit of moms who have babies 5 to 6 months of age. How to go about introducing solids and what are the principles you have to adhere. Okay. So first and foremost, quality of food parents will plan. Quantity only your baby will decide. Okay. This thing should always be in your head. I will keep offering food to my baby, but how much to eat, that is baby's decision. Okay, planning good food is our responsibility. Okay, but how much to eat, only baby. So quality, moms will plan. Quantity, baby will decide. Okay, that's most important. Any new food you introduce, very important is try it out first. Many times it happens that moms give a little of banana or egg. Baby likes it. So they just feel oh, my baby is liking it, and you feel so happy, thrilled. You let the baby have everything on day one. Next is just diarrhea, vomiting. Okay, so go slowly. Check it out. Even if your baby likes the taste, it may not suit the digestive system. Baby's digestive system may not be ready to tackle it at one go. So introduce gradually. Okay, and please do not try out 2 to 3 new foods at the same time. Okay, so suppose baby has an allergy to one of these foods. We don't know whether it is to the banana you have introduced, the apple you have introduced, the egg you have introduced. We will not have any idea. So check it out. Check one out first. If your baby has taken to it very well, then we'll check out another food. This is the second principle. Please do not introduce salt and sugar very early. Sugar though definitely, the more you delay the better when it comes to diarrheas, teeth, caries and all, it will be less. Okay, so introduce sugars as late as you can. After 1.5 years, no problem. Salt may be towards the end of first year or after first year for flavoring. That's it. Okay. And third thing is, fourth, yeah. There are certain known common food allergens. Okay. All these citrus things, oranges, mosambis, lemon, they are known common allergens. Even wheat. Many times yesterday during our discussion, I think Rashi or Pallavi said, Like, it's a wrong perception that because we are from north and we eat wheat every day, the allergy is less. Actually, it's the other way. Gluten allergy is more common among North Indians than South Indians. So, wheat is a known common allergy. Egg white, seafood and fish, okay, soya, animal milk, nuts and peanuts. These are all known common allergens. Even other foods we may be allergic to, but these are very commonly implicated in food allergies. So when you try out fruits, please start off a little late with citrus after trying out other fruits. And nuts and all these things, preferably after first birthday. Nowadays there are certain discussions that we should introduce allergens early, but still it's not validated. And in my experience, I have found better results with delaying the introduction only. Okay. Then emphasis on iron-rich food. Early introduction of iron-rich food. So what are the sources of iron?
Green vegetables.
Very good. Green vegetables. Ragi.
Spinach.
Pomegranate. Excellent.
Red liver.
Okay. All non-veg. It's called heme iron. It is much better absorbed than vegetarian iron. Okay, so when you plan your food also, if it's a vegetarian source of iron, especially just if your baby is 8-9 months or in second year, the amount of iron you are giving through vegetarian food will be very less. For example, you are giving spinach. So many times I ask mothers, are you giving iron-rich food? Yes, I am giving green leaves every day. How much spinach can a 1-year-old baby eat? You tell me. Hardly 3-4 leaves at the most. That will hardly give him any iron, and that iron is not so well absorbed. If you add vitamin C to it, maybe a little bit better absorbed. That's it. So when you plan, so you have to have variety in your hand, not just green leaves. Raisins are rich in iron, dates are rich in iron, ragi is rich in iron, egg yolk is rich in iron. Okay, so you have to really plan it well. Okay, that is one thing. So focus on iron-rich foods. Make it an exercise for yourself. Don't count calories and all. But when you plan the quality of food, please keep this in mind. Okay, and introduce water. Once you introduce solids, water, preferably with spoon, and once they are 8-9 months, tumbler. Okay, many moms were successful with that. Less teeth issues. Okay, that snouted sippers and all, they are not good for the teeth. Maldevelopment of teeth, buck teeth and all are more common. Okay, sometimes babies will gag and they cough, and generally mothers get tense. They never try again. You should go ahead and try. Kuchhan. Okay, so step by step, one by one. No salt, sugar, delay allergens, early introduction of iron-rich food. Okay, so, and most important rule, quality of food, we plan. Quantity, only baby will decide. Only baby will decide. Okay, so these are the principles we will adhere to, and gradually move towards family pot feeding by the time baby is 1 year of age. What is family pot feeding? Whatever cooks in your pot, the same thing baby eats. So I cook chicken biryani today, may I give to my baby at 1 year? No. If it is too spicy and all. So maybe your baby share you take it out before you put your level of salt and spices. But when you look at the plate, it should almost look similar, and you and your baby should nicely sit next to each other and have your dinner. This should be your aim. Okay, so baby should enjoy her or his food. Okay, so I'll just give it over to Monika now. Jaggery, everything now she'll take over. Good morning everyone. Jaggery, you just... Before we start off with what our kids need and what babies need, before
one natural lactobacillus. You can also use garlic, methi, garam press seeds. All this combination can be done that will help you to lactate a little more better. So what we call as a balanced diet, something that will have a carb, a protein and a fat. These are the major nutrients, but apart from that, there are something called as minor nutrients which we require in a very little amount. So these are minerals and vitamins. So ensuring a color of the plate is very, very important. So whenever you look at the plate, it should be a little colorful. Maybe at least I have a white, I have a yellow, I have a green, and have a little amount of red, or at least a combination. So it's always better if you can include different colors, because different colors come from different antioxidants that they have in them. So whenever you try to introduce a different color, a new antioxidant is what we get. So it's always very important to maintain a different color of plate at least twice in a day, or you can keep changing the colors. Coming to vegetables, if you can use 2 different color vegetables every day, starting off, then later we can go for 3, 4, 5 color vegetables. So from the start of the solid food till 1 year, what would be a baby's requirement? When we can see the energy is 80 per kg, but when we talk about in terms of numbers, it is very difficult for us to know how much is in the whole day calorie requirement. Again, that depends on how much your baby is accepting. There are people who eat 90 calories, there are people who eat only 40 calories. But again, if the percentile is met every time you go and put it on a growth chart and you are meeting the percentile, the height is proper, the weight is proper, then the calorie count doesn't matter. But when we look at the protein is very high. For us it is 1 gram, but for them it is almost 1.7 grams. So that is a little higher on the number. Why protein is essential? Because repair of the body muscle development, weight development, all this takes in protein. So that is very, very essential. And fat, because fat is the only source of energy they can get. Because I can eat 4 idlis, the baby can eat only 1 idli. So I cannot expect in the day they eat 10 idlis and meet up the calorie requirement. So if you add a teaspoon of fat every time you give a meal, that will be helpful to increase the amount of calories. Because like carbs give 4 calories per gram, and whereas fat gives 9 calories. So it is huge and dense in calories. So that needs to be taken care. So what are the do's and don'ts that needs to be taken care? As I have already mentioned that you will have to introduce only one food at a time. And allow the infant to become familiar to the food first. So you introduce banana. So at least in a week, 2-3 times you introduce. Then he will know what is banana, and then he will start eating it. One day you introduce and there's a long gap, and then you introduce it again, it is difficult because they are not familiar with the food. And after feeding for 6 months on a breastfeed, a new food introduction is a little difficult because it was a proper breastfeed and now you want your baby to eat something, it will take some time. So familiarity has to be developed and then we can change it. Next is variety in choice of food is important. So I don't like eating my food the same thing. Like ragi every day is difficult for me. I get resistant towards it. So you will have to develop a little different in the choice. Like maybe today you put ragi, you combine ragi with something else and make a different color out of it. Or you shift ragi from breakfast to something else. So reshuffling of the diet can be done. Like today you give lunch ragi and breakfast can be something like pongal or something like that. So there is a variety every day that is happening. Next, as we already spoke, adding ghee or a little amount of oil to the food will make it a little more dense in the calories. So make sure ghee is something that I would suggest. After that, ghee, that we anything else. So ghee is something first that has to be taken care. And next, when they start chewing a little, then you can start including chopped vegetables. But make sure the vegetables are finger size or longer in length rather than putting them short. And always blanch them. If you blanch them in a little hot water, they'll become softer. So there is no choking or there is no problem with that. And food allergens, as we already have seen, when we say citrus juices, the only problem is if you grind the citrus seed, that will irritate the intestine. So make sure the seeds are picked up properly and the pulp is given, rather than mixing up with the seeds. The seed is a more bigger problem than the pulp. And milk, egg whites are a bigger problem. They are potent allergens. So yellow is something that we can start with, and then later after a year we can start out with whites. Avoid junk food. So when we say junk food, it is not only about something that is deep fried from outside or something that has come from outside. Anything that has higher salt, higher sugars, these are things that come under junk food. So these to be avoided. Home cooked food or formula feeds. This again is a special case. There are people who are special cases where formula feed is the only thing that we can do. That is a different thing. But if a baby is accepting home food and is fine with the home cooked food, it is always better to do home food. And next is cow's milk has to take more than one year, because the fat in cow's milk and the breast milk and the nutrient chemical structures are completely different. So if you're trying to introduce it, will become difficult for them to digest it. So make sure that cow's milk be laid for a longer period of time.
Last question. When do you start eating?
Eat from the 6 months.
Start your solid.
Once you start from the solid food, then you can start adding. Because
What's the focus time in the whole day?
so if you try to give a breakfast, lunch, dinner, that is a little heavier side, that is a major meal, then you can add 1 teaspoon every day. And once he is accepting it a little better, then you can increase a little more. A general menu that we've tried, I have not put milk in between, that can be done. Breakfast can be the uggu that we do usually. So soak the dal and rice, dry them, sun dry them, powder them, and keep it, and every time you cook it with water, and that can be filled. Then in that you can add some vegetables, or you can add some fruit or something to make it a little more healthier. Ragi is something that everyone uses it, because we are not introducing wheat in a year, so rice rava is more better than wheat rava. Either it is the normal white rava or broken wheat also, it has wheat in it. So it's always better to use rice rava. And then mid-morning, mashed fruits or soups or coconut water. Soups don't need any seasoning because we just are straining the vegetable and then we are giving it. Okay, and lunch again, always make sure there is a protein and a cereal combination, because vegetarian proteins are not a complete protein. So if you combine it with a cereal, the quality of the protein goes up. The days you give non-veg, there's a proper quality protein. The day it is a vegetarian food, make sure there is a combination so that the quality of protein goes up. Okay. Evening can be mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, and sago. The advantage of them is like 1 cup of rice and 1 cup of potatoes are equal in calories, carbs, everything is same, but they are lighter. And always make sure the snack that you're trying to give is lighter and it is not similar to the lunch or breakfast. Because if you're giving a heavy snack, then it is difficult for the baby to eat your dinner or the next meal. So the main meal should be on the higher side, the snacks should be very little. If the snacks can be 2 in the evening is also fine. You can add 1 milk as a snack and the other can be fruit or mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have a very good source of fiber and vitamin A. So they are very lighter on the stomach and not going to irritate the intestine. And dinner is again same. You can use it in the same way with the dal, but many babies don't accept dal, maybe because in the morning they become a little constipated because of the protein there. So you can make it lighter by doing curd rice with some vegetable or vegetable mix.
We take a break and just
Yeah.
some interactive.
Curd can be introduced after the solids have been introduced. So after 6th month.
So if I can just add on to the things that I've done for my daughter since she's already crossed the stage. I'm a North Indian essentially, so haven't done too much of summer rice and stuff, but I just tell you for breakfast, what I used to do was I used to alternate between ragi, suji, dalia, and all this with milk basically. When she was, like this again I'm saying is after, before cow's milk was added, I started adding either breast milk, like expressed milk, just in the end towards, just stirring the porridge, or even formula feed, just a little bit of it. Everything was milk or water based. My morning porridge used to be that, ragi, suji, and I'd always add fruits to it to flavor it. No sugar, I did not put a salt or sugar till 1 year at all. So I just added either grated apples or mashed banana, and that was sorted for breakfast at least. Mid-morning, yes, it was usually again fruits. Lunch, what I've always done is I've given her rice. Earlier started with khichdi, introduced khichdi with veggies, and then went on to rice. And with rice, I've given her different forms of dal and added vegetables in the dal.
Okay.
because it just gets very difficult to, plan a protein and vegetables and dal practically, at least for me. So I always made it a point to add 3 vegetables to the dal while it is being cooked, to the combination of dals, and a protein on the side, either paneer, soya or chicken.
Okay.
So is that okay? Like,
Yes,
just
yes.
giving that as a routine every day. It's just the variation has been in pulses and lentils.
It's not compulsory that you will have to cook along with the khichdi and then make it
Not
like that.
compulsory.
Legumes and pulses, anything can be given because anything that comes from that family will have equal amount of proteins. So it's either you give a non-veg or you give a legume or you give a lentil or a dal. So anything will have the equal amount of proteins. So that can be done, or you can introduce an egg over there.
And one tip I really think worked for my daughter at least was at 8-9 months when she started getting hard jaws and she started chewing. I started giving her a lot of different texture to her food. I did not stop
That is
at
very
mash.
important.
Texture was very important for me. Like even if it was paratha, I never mashed the paratha. I just softened it with a lot of ghee. I gave her beetroot paratha, spinach paratha, methi paratha, potato, all forms of parathas for dinner.
And many times your baby's potty will contain the same
It
basis.
was the
Don't
same.
worry.
It was almost
You
like
will
the
get
food
some
intake has
nutrition
come out as
through that,
outside,
but
yeah.
please continue that.
So I think texture really worked for her that she did not become a very picky eater later on. She just had everything.
And one more thing, when we say milk you delay, we mean curd also, because we are more worried about the milk protein allergy. So even in the curd, the lactose is digested, but the protein allergy risk remains the same. So still I would prefer you to introduce it a little later, at least 9 months or so. I mean, preferably.
9 months.
Yeah, preferably. But if you have introduced and you have not noticed any problems for your baby, you can go ahead. And second thing is, ensure more of iron richness once you introduce external milk, iron rich food. Because calcium in the milk hinders iron absorption. And we have seen lot of iron deficiencies when cow's milk is introduced early. So no hard and fast rule. Keep this in mind and be judicious when you go ahead.
What can you mix with ragi? Like I have been mixing ragi with apple, mashed apple. Apart from that, can I do anything else?
Apart from that, we can do the dry fruits. Like you have
Ragi
to
with
soak,
dry fruits.
exactly, you have to soak anjeer and raisins in the water or milk. And in the morning, you just have to grind them, so they become a pulp. So once the ragi is cooked, you add that pulp to that, and that can be given. One, we are introducing a little more of softer fiber and more of iron from them. And maybe because we cannot give 2, 3, 4 fruits in a day, so there is one fruit replacement that has already happened. That is only for a change because we are giving already a fruit one day. Or you can do a different fruit like papayas and pineapples, like the kesari what we do, that can be done with ragi instead of suji. In suji we usually add papaya or pineapple to make a sweeter kesari. That can be done with ragi. So once, if curd is being introduced well, you can add up curd, soak ragi in the curd, and once you start chewing, you can make a small pancake with that. With curd and ragi, the pancake comes more better than in water. So you have to
So no
Curd
sugar.
is calcium, right? And calcium and ragi is iron basically.
calcium.
So
We should not be too strict about this. We should not be too strict about this.
Because I give for my
Yes, when you give that combination, if you are expecting that the iron your baby is getting from that is too good, no. Definitely it will be lesser than what you think it would be. But it's a nice recipe. Yes. Is getting the calcium and putting little iron.
Because for my older one, the ragi kanji, the sweetened version of it with milk and sugar is what works for her. But I always keep wondering whether it's really benefiting her
You
or
have to
not. But
plan for other sources of iron too.
But there is some absorption.
And the sugar, yeah,
Some absorption.
yes, some will. And sugar part also, we would prefer you to be very low with that. And she has said, no, you can soak anjeer overnight.
Yeah.
Instead of sugar, if
Sugar.
you use that,
Make a pulp of anjeer to sweeten the.
better than white sugar.
Yeah.
So the jaggery question also you can answer.
What about jaggery?
When we compare sugar, jaggery and honey, of course that sugar has not many of the nutrients that come from there because it's already completely polished with a lot of chlorine that comes in and whitening of sugar happens. But when you look at jaggery, yes, jaggery is a little more better because it has a little amount of iron that comes from. But ultimately what goes in and happens in your body is set. Everything gets in and digests and releases glucose. So that is a major thing that comes from 3 of them. Honey stimulates your liver, so your liver works a little more better. Jaggery is adding up iron. But if you want to add jaggery just because if there is iron, that is good. But if you want to completely, replace everything with jaggery, not a good point because ultimately you're going to put up a lot of glucose in your body. That's
And not good for the teeth also, developing teeth. That's one more reason we recommend you to not introduce sugars too early. Once you introduce, it's difficult to tell the child no.
Yes.
Once he gets a taste, it's difficult. Anything, right?
There's only one no that has to do.
With ragi, I even use soaked dates also.
Yeah.
The dates you can make paste out of it, mix it with ragi. And one more thing we do is cook carrots, mash it, mix it with ragi and add some ghee.
So these things will help to make it different. The same ragi you are giving, but in different ways and making it more
So that you can even give carrot or carrot beans combination or something.
So it can be through a vegetable, it can be through a fruit, it can be through a dry fruit, or it can be plain. Once the nuts have been introduced, again nuts can come into ragi. So once you introduce nuts and there's no allergy towards nuts, all the nuts can be dry roasted, powdered and added to ragi, just to increase the essential fatty acids that will help the brain development.
And one more doubt, is it good to dry roast them and use or is it good to use the raw dry fruits?
See,
Nuts.
so it can be dry roasted or it can be used in the normal. There are two myths that follow. When you dry roast, the protein denatures is what they say. But again, the almonds have a peel that has tannins in them. So tannins are usually nutrient inhibitors. That means you eat tannins, you will not absorb any other nutrient. So it is always better if you can put them through a little heat treatment once they break and then you can grind them. So it's not that we are going to roast it till they become a little brownish or they'll become, they'll smoke, nothing like that.
You don't have to soak them.
No, so once you're roasting, then soaking and peeling not required. If you do not roast them, soaking and peeling is required. Soaking, why? Because the peel comes up easily. That's the only thing.
With the peel, you can roast them.
Yes.
You can blend them into powder.
Exactly. Because when you're roasting, the tannins break down. So then you can use it more better.
And also the shelf life increases. You can do it
Exactly.
or something and bottle it up if you dry roast it.
Or if not, again, it starts releasing its oil and then becomes rancid. So instead of that, you can roast them in powder, they don't become rancid so easily. So that's the meat.
Some of
With
them
coconut water.
Yeah.
Some of them say that you can put that powder whichever you have roasted along with rice, cook it and then
Not
use it.
cooking is not required because you've already roasted them. When you're serving them, you can add that. There's no problem.
Only thing is for children, do not give them hard nuts to eat directly. Many times mom says he's eating, so I am giving. He will eat, but choking is always a risk. So not so early. Ideally 5 years they say, but it's difficult I think. And one more thing is, please encourage your children not to talk while eating. That we should set an example first.
Will coconut water give cold to the baby?
See, it again depends on how your body reacts to some food. In general, coconut water doesn't, but in few people, yes, it does. But what time do you give is very, very important. If it is in the late evening, that may trigger a little, but it is not the cause for your cold to come.
Similarly, citrus juices. Some
And
doctors say avoid.
For
some
any
doctors
food,
say
don't generalize.
Exactly.
It may suit me, it may not suit you. Based on your experience, your observation, with how your child reacted earlier, base it on that.
When we make upma in general, we put a lot of oil into it. And what is the best way to prepare upma for the child?
So it's always better first you dry roast the rava and then cook it first, and then after you cook it with vegetables and all, then you add ghee on top of it, rather than doing that seasoning thing and then water and then put the suji and then cook it in the water. Instead of that, you directly cook it in the water, and on top of that you add a little amount of ghee, how much you feel is right. So 1 teaspoon will work, rather than you add on that, you add oil, season, put vegetables and then put rava, and then again after you are done, then you serve it with ghee. There's too much that goes in, and too much fat cannot be digested at that point of time. very little that is lighter on the stomach would work.
And which ghee, any ghee we can introduce to the child, or is it better to make the ghee at home and then?
Make the ghee at home is something that I would always say. Because the makhan that comes before you make the ghee is again healthier than the butter we get from outside. So you can use the makhan and you can use the ghee also. So if you're making at home, it is always more.
Also, I would want you to share what is the best way to make ragi for the child.
See, there is no particular way that you will have to make it because it is a little contradiction because we say ragi has calcium and iron together. So now we do not know what absorbs better. Obviously, that calcium will absorb better because calcium is notorious, so it chelates iron. So every time you cook ragi, do not do it with milk because you're already getting calcium. Why do you want to add up something else that is already good source of calcium?
But if that's the way the child prefers.
Exactly. So what you can do is like with milk or with curd, if you're adding, make sure you add up something else to make it a little more better. Like the vegetables she was talking about, you can add carrots to that and then make it, and then add milk or a little amount of curd, or you can do it with fruits
Or dates.
Yeah. So it's just that you use different combinations to beat up different nutrients.
The dyed ragi powder is better or the sprouted ragi?
See, the sprouted thing is always better because when you sprout something, the amount of nutrients goes up. So germination picks up.
After sprouting, they usually just dry roast and then maybe eat the powder.
Yeah, that's fine because with the sprouts you can not make the powder easily. So the dry roasting has to happen. The only powder that you get from the ragi is maybe the nutrients are not really high, but when you germinate something, the nutrient quality of the product goes up.
So overnight germinate it and then dry it in the sun.
Either you dry it, or if you think you can roast it, you can just do a little heat treatment and then you can grind it to a powder, or you can get it ground from somewhere else.
Similarly for dalia, like 8-9 months you can introduce dalia, like soak it.
We always say wheat if you can do it after 1 year, that will be good.
Even broken wheat.
Yeah, because after wheat, the first product that comes is broken.
So when we say wheat, remember suji, semolina, biscuits, whatever. No, these are all wheat only. Don't assume it is only
Wheat and wheat flour.
dalia and
So
chapati.
wheat, wheats, maida, everything comes wheat because there is some part of it, though it is undergoing processing, there's a little gluten that will be left out. So make sure that maida, vermicelli, semolina, all this if you delay it will be more better.
How do you make sago?
Sago, it can be two ways. One, if they have started chewing it a little more, the only problem with that it is little gooey. So they gulp. If they gulp, there's no problem because it's going to digest well, very very soft on the stomach. You can make it with milk. You'll have to soak them for 2 to 3 hours, and once they become a little beaded and they're soaked well, and then you can add a little water and milk and then can give it. Or you can use it like a
You don't have to boil it, is it? In
You'll have to
the
boil
water
it.
and
See, milk,
no water. So you soak in water for 2 hours and then you cook it with water or milk. Anything is fine.
because we don't introduce milk till 1 year, right?
So you can do the normal water thing, or you can do the normal upma thing. So for upma you just have to soak a little seasoning added to that, and then you put the soaked one and fry for a little time. They take hardly 1 or 2 minutes to cook up.
Like the north,
Like
Sabudana,
sabudana, yeah.
exactly.
Make it small.
Need to be switching for it.
Because it's gooey, not jelly.
It's like a jelly. We do jelly.
And what's the quantity of water that you'll start with?
Water.
For babies, see there's no hard and fast rule. Okay, after every solid, offer some water with spoon. If your baby is pissing well, that means you're giving enough water. Not constipated and good. Not constipated and passing urine well. That's it. Don't keep a count for everything. Just give him some water.
It's taking more of water than solid. So,
Your baby is only 5.5. Let him enjoy, let him drink, no problem. But don't offer water before you want to give solids, because if it fills up his stomach, he won't eat. After solids, if he is enjoying, let him drink. There's no issue.
Rashi, she's also a talent actually met in prenatal yoga, and that's how we also came in Dr. Sivaranjani. And basically, both of us took different approaches to making the baby eat, but ultimately came to similar results. So we're just presenting sort of both approaches, and then whatever works. And like with everything, none of us are perfect. All of us have made mistakes.
I looked at her face for so long, I don't know how long. It killed my ego, and I said I'm not doing this to myself or my baby, and I switched. So this is what happened. So hunger strikes. Hunger strikes are very common. Usually around between 1 year to 13 months, you will definitely get 3 to 4 days hunger strike. They will just not accept anything. It's a phase. Be patient, be calm, accept it, move on. They will come back. The only advice here is don't panic unless and until the reason for the hunger strike is sickness or this thing, then you have to pay extra attention. But hunger strikes are common around that age, and before that they might happen. They will just not feel like eating. Maybe they are not able to express that what you have put in front of them is not something they want to eat today. They want to eat something that they had 5 days back, and they have no way of telling you. And you don't know, you can't guess. So whatever the reason, hunger strikes are something that have to be taken in stride.